Hello everyone, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whenever you are choosing to enjoy this great story with me. I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Miss Dawn and we're going to be reading Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And the author of this story is named Carol McLeod, and the person who did the pictures, which is called the illustrator, is David Messina. And this beautiful story is a book that helps us to feel happy. It gives us some tools, and this is for grown-ups too, to think about how can we be happy throughout the day. So before we begin our great story, I'm going to ask that we start with some butterfly breaths. So I want you to think of the color of your wings, any color that you want your butterfly wings to be. You do not need scarves, but I do have some scarves. I have green and pink. So we're gonna take our hands up to our sides, take a big breath in, breathe in, and then say, ah. Let's do that 2 more times. Big butterfly breaths, breathe in, and say, ah. 1 more time. I want you to breathe in really slow, and say, ah. Do you feel a little more calm and relax? Good. Let's take our shoulders up to our ears and let them go. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and let it go. 1 more time. Up to ears and let it go. So I know that when I'm about to sit for some stories, I like to move my body a little bit, maybe take some deep breaths so that my brain is really ready to focus, and it's going to tell my body that I'm ready and I'm going to be the best listener in the whole wide world. Are we ready? Okay, let's do it. I hope you enjoy this story as much as I do. Can you guys see? Look, can you see my dog? She is enjoying the story as well. And her name is Ella. Ella, are you going to enjoy this great story with us? Okay, here we go. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. Invisible. We all know what invisible means, right? We don't see it. You have a bucket. What? Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors, they all have a bucket. Everyone carries around an invisible bucket. This is news to you, right? If you've never read this story, this is news to me too. Oh my goodness, Ella. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose, that means its job, is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. Get ready to see how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. So how do you fill a bucket? Let's get our thinking caps on and start thinking about how do we fill a bucket. You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. So give someone a smile sitting next to you right now. Give them a big smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. So what do you notice in this story? What is this little girl doing for this lovely lady right here? Yeah, she's giving her some flowers. So she's thinking to herself, what would this lady really love? How can I make her feel happy and fill her bucket? And she's doing it. And I know that you listening to this story make people feel good every day. I know that you do. But, oh boy, get ready. You could also dip, let's dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. So what does that mean if you ignore someone? I'm thinking about if I ask my son, can you come help me with the dishes? And he does this. If he doesn't listen, it dips in my bucket and it really hurts my heart. Okay, and I wonder if you've ever done that before. And it's okay, because we all make mistakes and we're all learning how to be the best we can be every day. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that make others feel bad. Sometimes people make others feel bad when they're not feeling so good themselves, right? Many people who dip, here we go, have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. So take a careful look at what's happening here. How do you think this boy right here feels? Yeah, he does not look happy, does he? Does he look happy? No, he actually looks very sad, very sad. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own too. You feel good when you help others feel good. I wonder if you made anyone feel good today, if you did something kind or helpful, especially at your home. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and by what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. So this, my friends, will be your task, to try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You may ask, what do I do? How do I fill the bucket? Let's read to find out, and then I'm going to ask you for some of your thoughts too, because there's a lot of things that we can do. You love your mom. You love whoever you live with, whoever's taking care of you, whether it's your mom or your grandma or your dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. So how can you say that if you say to your mom, I love you, Mom? But if you go even farther and say, I love you because you take care of me or you make breakfast for me. What are things that you can say to make them feel really good? Watch for smiles. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. Okay, so wait and see if someone in your home smiles at you. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Oh my goodness, look at these two. They're smiling, they're waving, they're saying, hey, how are ya? Always, I try to be so kind to people. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. Now, you may or may not be riding a bus right now. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. Now, I know you're not at school right now, but you could talk to someone if you are on a Zoom call, or if you're finding another way to talk to friends, you can reach out to friends. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. Oh my goodness, I love this idea. And if you haven't done this yet, I'm going to ask that you guys do this. This is so special. You could tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are many, many, many ways to fill buckets. And the author didn't tell you everything. There's a lot of things that you can think of. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or how old you are. It doesn't cost any money and it doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, your neighborhood, everywhere you go, better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. So every day, tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, look at this boy right here in his thought bubble. He's got a thought bubble while he's eating his toasty cereal. And he's asking himself, what can I do to fill a bucket today? What can I do? What shall I do? And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Who did I make happy and feel good today? Ask yourself, okay? Let's try this. I know we can do this. Yes, I did. And that is the life of a bucket filler. And guess what? That is you. That's you. And so I am so grateful in my heart, and my mind feels so happy and filled with love because guess what? You filled my bucket just by listening to me share this awesome story that I love so much. It makes my heart feel so happy. So I wonder if you can think of something that you can do to fill someone's bucket today. It could be anything you want. What are some of the things that we heard the author say? We could smile at people. We could tell them that we love them and tell them why. That's always really, really nice when you say that I love you, and then you tell them why. One other thing, my friends, that you can do if you choose, you do not have to, but this is a great choice. I'm going to share this with you, okay, before I sign off, is you can go ahead and write your teacher a nice note, because that was one of the suggestions, to write a thank you note to your teacher. So here I'm going to say, I would write dear, D-A-E-R, dear whoever your teacher is. It might be Mr. Arpin. It might be Mrs. Anderson. I don't know. It might be any teacher name that you have. I'm going to write Mrs. David because that is a quick and easy name. I would say, dear Mrs. David, and what could I say to her? What could you say to a teacher who's working so hard from home and misses you and loves you so much? There's lots of things you can say. It's all up to you. I'm going to say, you don't have to do this. I'm going to say, I love you. How many words is that? I love you. That's 3 words. I love is L-O-V-E. I love you. Y-O-U. And I'm going to end with an excited mark because I say this with love and excitement. Dear Mrs. David, I love you. You could say thank you for helping me. You are the best. Anything you choose to say. I'm going to sign off quickly and write love, L-O-V-E, and then I'm going to say Miss Dawn because I'm the person who is writing this nice letter. Dawn, D-D-D-D-D. It's a D, just like David, D-A-W-N. And again, so much love and thanks for being here with me to enjoy one of my favorite stories in the whole wide world. And I hope you share it with others. Have a great day. Bye-bye.